Hello everyone, today we will open up, yes, Mind versus Might. Mind versus Might, yes, the dual deck, the latest one, featuring Joyra of the Gitu versus Lovisa Cold Eyes. Now then, anyone who has opened this and seen the deck's contents, or anyone who have seen a deck list for this, will have to agree the decks aren't really in theme. But hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves and just open up this stuff. I will play this deck against my girlfriend and see how it plays out, if there is any synergy at all in this. So, what do we have? I can see two dice already, two dice. Of course the decks. Then we have something actually very quite nice, something unique for this. Normally the deck boxes are designed to just keep the decks in. Now they are redesigned to hold the decks with sleeves. Yes, and I don't have any cards in sleeves here with me at the moment. Not in reach of me, so I cannot show you guys, but yeah, this is actually pretty good, pretty nice. Finally you're able to just oh look, and if you close it you can still see which colors you play. Of course we know it by the art on the front. This is Joyra and this is Lovisa. So we have of course blue-red and red-green. Huh, silly. Quick reference guide. We don't need that. And what is this? What is this? Big art of Lovisa with her deck list. And a bit of backstory for her. And then the same, of course, for Joyra. And a bit of backstory as well. Alright, excellent. Now then, for the decks. The dice that you get are actually just simple Planeswalker dice. See? The Planeswalker symbol. Nothing special, fancy about them. First of all, let's take a look at our heroes of the decks. First of all, we have Joyra of the Gitu. I covered her in a Commander deck review, where I played Commander. She is 3 mana for a 2/2. It's a human wizard, legendary creature of course. For 2 mana, you can exile a non-land card from your hand, put 4 time counters on the exiled card. If it doesn't have Suspend, it gains Suspend. Now Suspend is at the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter from that card. When the last is removed, cast it without paying its mana cost. If it's a creature, it has haste. Yes. Super. You go over there. Then next up we have Lovisa Cold Eyes. 5 mana for a 3/3 legendary human. Each creature that's a barbarian, a warrior, or a berserker gets +2/+2 and has haste. A massacre? It is a mercy we grant them. This way they won't freeze to death. Alright. That's your way of being merciful, huh? Right, let's open up the Joyra deck. See what we get in that. So we start off with Jorien, the Ruin Diver. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, draw a card. I don't get it. I don't really get why they put this card in here. This is a Zendikar native, while Joyra is Dominarian. Lovisa Cold Eyes is Dominarian as well, so I expected a bit more thematic than that. But hey, what did I think? Talon Sky Summoner. It's also a legendary creature. Merfolk Wizard. Oh, this is also a Merfolk Wizard, by the way. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 2/2 blue dragon creature token with flying. Sage Eye Avengers. 6 mana, prowess. Whenever Sage Eye Avengers attacks, you may return target creature to its owner's hand if its power is less than Sage Eye Avengers' power. Then we have the Deep Sea Kraken. Can't be blocked and it has suspend 9. Wow, for a 6/6. Or you can hardcast him for 10. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if Deep Sea Kraken is suspended, remove a time counter from it. Right. Now you can cheat it into play with Joyra. Instead of the 3 to suspend it for 9, you pay 2 to suspend it for 4. And then it still counts with the ability. So that's not too bad. Alright, the Unspeakable. Yes, this is a cycle in this deck that I do not get. Why did they put the Unspeakable cycle in here? No clue. It's a flying trample. Whenever the Unspeakable deals combat damage to a player, you may return target arcane card from your graveyard to your hand. 6/7. Quicken. The next sorcery card you cast this turn can be cast as though it had flash and draw a card. Mind's Desire. Shuffle your library and exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, you may play that card without paying its mana cost. And it has Storm, so you can cast this spell, copy it for each spell cast before this turn. Volcanic Vision. Sorcery. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Volcanic Vision deals damage equal to that card's converted mana cost to each creature your opponents control. Exile Volcanic Vision. Firemind's Foresight. Search your library for an instant card with converted mana cost 3. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Then repeat this process for instant cards with converted mana cost 2 and 1. Then shuffle your library. Cool. Beacon of Tomorrows. This is actually a good card. This is actually a card that you would play in a typical Joyra commander deck. So this is good that they reprinted it, because it was only printed in 5th Dawn. So yeah, people needed a reprint. So what does it do? It's a sorcery. Target player takes an extra turn after this one. Shuffle Beacon of Tomorrows into its owner's library. Young Pyromancer. It's a 2/1. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 red elemental creature token. Nivix Cyclops. Defender. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it gets +3/+0 until end of turn and can attack this turn as though it didn't have Defender. Goblin Electromancer. 2/2. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to play. And we have 2 of those. Hey, we have another Young Pyromancer. Spellheart Chimera. Flying, trample. Power is equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Nuclavy. When Nuclavy enters the battlefield, you may return target red sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. When Nuclavy enters the battlefield, you may return target blue instant from your graveyard to your hand. We have some islands, all centered on Dominaria. Mountains as well. Cool. Reach Through Mists. Draw a card. ×3. Peer Through Depths. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal an instant or sorcery card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. ×2. We have Snap. This is actually a card that I really wanted to have. Very simple, costs 2 mana, it's an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand, untap up to 2 lands. This didn't have a reprint either. It has been printed for the first time in Urza's Legacy. So, can you imagine? This is the very first reprint we get. And we get 2 of these, that's pretty good. Desperate Ritual, 2 mana, add 3 to your mana pool. Splice unto Arcane. Grape Shot, deals 1 damage to target creature or player, and it has Storm. Riftbolt, we get 3 of these. This is actually a very decent card as well. You can suspend it for 1. It gets suspend 1. Riftbolt deals 3 damage to target creature or player. So this is effectively a bit of a delayed lightning bolt. Not too bad. Sift Through Sands. An instant, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. If you've cast a spell named Peer Through Depths and a spell named Reach Through Mists, which are in this deck, this turn, You may search your library for a card named The Unspeakable, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Sure. Empty the warrens, create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens, and it has Storm. 2 of those. Temporal Fissure, return target permanent to its owner's hand, and Storm. Sheevan Meteor, deals 13 damage to target creature, it has Suspend 2 for 3 mana. Swiftwater Cliffs, enters the battlefield tapped, enters the battlefield you gain 1 life, taps for blue and red. We have 4 of those, and then we get a Goblin token. Oh my god, there go the cards. Goblin token, we have 2 elementals, a Drake with flying, and another Goblin. So, okay, yeah. My honest opinion on this deck is I believe it could work for this situation. But honestly, when they first spoiled that these decks would have Joyra and Lovisa, I would have thought for Joyra at least a Fury Charm, Clock Spinning, or a Rift Elemental. None of these are in here. None of these do anything with suspend counters. Or at least, what's it called again? Joyra's Timebug. None of them are in here. Next up, Lovisa Cold Eyes. And it's a green and red deck. Which I didn't get either because Lovisa is pure green. And it has nothing to do with elves. Alright. Talara's Battalion. It's a 4/3 for 2 mana. Trample. Cast Talara's Battalion only if you've cast another green spell this turn. Radha, the heir to Keld. It's a 2/2 legendary elf warrior. Whenever she attacks, you may add 2 red to your mana pool, or tap it for 1 green. Zozu, the Punisher. Legendary goblin warrior, 2/2. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, Zozu the Punisher deals 2 damage to that land's controller. Rubblebelt Raiders, 3/3. When Rubblebelt Raiders attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each attacking creature you control. Kamal, the Pit Fighter. Oh man, this card. It was such an awesome card back in the days. So remember, this card came out in Odyssey. And we had Tungard from Apocalypse. We had his sister Jeska from Judgment. That was all in a single standard season. And they all had similar effects. They were just amazing. So he has haste. It's a 6/1. Basically a lightning bolt without trample. But if you tap it, it deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Nice. Call of the Herd ×2. Hey, I didn't expect that. Created 3/3 green elephant creature token with flashback 4. Increasing Savagery. Put 5 +1/+1 counters on target creature. If increasing Savagery was cast from a graveyard, put 10 +1/+1 counters on that creature instead. It has flashback for 7. Nice. Of course, Coat of Arms. Great card, great card. Each creature gets +1/+1 for each other creature on the battlefield that shares at least 1 creature type with it. So for example, right, it says so over here. If 2 Goblin Warriors and a Goblin Shaman are on the battlefield, so 3 creatures each, gets +2/+2. Beacon of Destruction deals 5 damage to target creature or player. Shuffle it back into your library. It's the same. It's from the same cycle as the blue one. Also from 5th Dawn. Skargan Pit Skulk. Bloodthirst 1. And creatures with power less than Skargan Pit Skulk. His power can't block it. Burning Tree Emissary. This card was a great card back in the days. It costs 2. It's a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, add 2 to your mana pool. Crewing Striker is a 2/1. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Crewing Striker gets +1/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. ×2. Another Burning Tree Emissary. Nice. Another Skargan Pit Skulk. Relentless Hunter. 3/3 For 3 mana, Relentless Hunter gets +1/+1 and trample until end of turn. Ambassador Oak. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. It's a 3/3 from itself, and we have 2. Gorehorn Minotaurs. Bloodthirst 2. 3/3. Also 2. Cloud Crown Oak. It's a 3/4 with reach, and we get 2 of those as well. The Bold Weir Intimidator with the awesome art. Look at that. He's a giant. Cowards can't block warriors. Target creature becomes a coward until end of turn. Target creature becomes a warrior until end of turn. Cool card. Shame they didn't put 2 in there. Then we have some Dominarian Mountains, Dominarian Forests as well. Okay, Firebolt. Sorcery deals 2 damage to target creature or player with a flashback of 5. So it's a shock with more. Instead it's slower. 2 mana. Guttural Response. Counter target blue instant spell. That's a great card. I just don't like the artwork on this one. It has nothing to do with Lovisa. And that's a shame of these decks as well. With the Planeswalker dual decks, you often get Planeswalker-oriented new art. With these, you don't. Same for the Geist of St. Trav deck, you don't. And that's a shame. I mean, I hope to get some Lovisa art on my cards, some Joyra art on my cards, but no. It's too much to ask, isn't it? Rampant Growth. Search your library for a basic land card and put that card onto the battlefield tapped. ×2. Sylvan Might from Odyssey. I was always looking at this card and I was like, what? How does this even work? I always thought it was one giant monster with a lot of mouths. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That's what I used to think when I was smaller. Okay, so it's an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 and trample to end of turn. And it has flashback. We get 2 of these as well. Harmonize, draw 3 cards. Cool card. Beast Attack. Create a 4/4 green beast creature token. Flashback 5. Roar of the Worm. Create a 6/6 green worm creature token. Flashback 4. You know what I'm observing right now? There are a lot of cards from the Odyssey block in this deck, actually. Ah, that's not too bad. Rugged Highlands enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters, gain 1 life, and it taps for green or red. Then we have a beast token, 4/4, 3/3 elephant tokens, elf warrior 1/1, and a 6/6 worm token. So there you have it. Lovisa deck, Joyra deck. Oh, let me count the number of barbarian warriors and berserkers that benefit from this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and those were the creatures. So, alright, so this deck could actually potentially work with Lovisa. I like the artwork, like the old artwork better, more impressive, but this one is fine. And then this one, yeah, I like the other one as well, better. It's more up close. This is a bit vague. And what the hell is she doing? I know she's an artificer, but well, it doesn't say so here. All right. So, any big cards that could? Nah, yeah, okay, but for 4 turns, no, not really. This one, yeah, this one. If you get it in your hand anyway. No, yeah, this one. Who benefits from Suspend? Yeah, it could benefit as well. These are not my top choices to play in a Joyra deck. Not at all. This has already got Suspend. So the Joyra deck is quite out of balance. They really wanted to push the Storm mechanic into a Joyra deck, and I don't think... My prediction, and I haven't played it yet, but I will. My prediction is that the maximum storm count for this is about 4 or so. That's not a lot. Really, really not a lot. You want to have more, but still. I think this one will win if we battle it out. So, see you guys next time while I will fight my girlfriend with these 2 decks. I will be playing Joyra, she will be playing Lovisa, and yeah, my money is on Lovisa. So, let me know in the comments below what you guys think, which deck is better, if you like the decks, and if not, why not? Yeah. See you guys later. Bye.